Arlington Heights police are facing a lawsuit from a resident who says police took his antique guns and forced him to have a psychological evaluation. The man now has his guns back. He's still not happy, though.
As today's Daily Herald reports, police seized the guns without a warrant after becoming concerned because of a call from the man's therapist. Melissa Silverberg from the Herald is here now to tell us more about this story, and it really kind of gets to the heart of what we hear after mass shootings. Not to say this man was ever viewed as a threat like that, but it's always, were there warning signs ignored? Sounds like Arlington Heights police got a call that concerns them. Give us the background.
Right. I mean, this is really a case where the courts are going to have to decide how far the police can or should go to protect public safety, even if it might infringe on people's rights. This man, Lovi, was talking to his therapist about his wife who had passed away several years ago. He said some things about the doctor who had treated her that she took to be concerning. She called police to let them know. She also told them, though, that she didn't think he was a threat to himself or others. Later in the day, he got a knock on his door. Police came in and took his guns, which were all antiques. One of them was a musket. He said he doesn't even know how to shoot. And they didn't have a warrant to come into his house or to search it or take the guns. And it took 2 months for him to get the guns back once he hired a lawyer.
Right. So they kept him. They confiscated them, kept them, never gave them back to him until the lawyer got involved. And then at that point, what happened?
Well, at that point, he's decided to sue the department because he went through a psychological evaluation. He was found to be mentally stable. And he's saying that they infringed on his rights. So now it's kind of up to the courts to decide. His lawyers are demanding a jury trial, but they could settle before it gets to that point. The interesting part is that I talked to some experts from the State Police Association that kind of said, you know, they can't tell the specifics of this case, but if someone had turned out to be dangerous and police had received a threat and not done anything about it, they would be answering a lot more questions on that side also. Absolutely,
and it goes to what is the threshold for determining something is a credible threat or something they need to act on, which I presume is why Arlington Heights police, I guess you could say, encouraged the man to have a psychological evaluation. He says they threatened him. Right. The reports kind of differ between the Arlington Heights Police Department and Art's lawsuit. Now, the police department and the village aren't commenting because there's a lawsuit going on, but we have reports from both sides, and it'll be up to the judge to decide.
And he has fought other criminal situations. He had a ticket, right?
That's right.
And he fought that based on principle, it sounds like.
Right. Art is kind of the person that won't take things lying down. In Florida, in 1995, he got a parking ticket or a traffic ticket, and he flew back and fought the ticket, represented himself in court, and he won. It was a $70 parking ticket, and he spent more than $1,000 to fight it and won. So he's standing up for what he thinks is right and what he believes needs to be done. Interesting case to watch. Thanks for bringing it to us. Yep. And you can read the full story in today's editions of the Daily Herald or online at dailyherald.com.